Hello, testing the microphone. I meant to check for the time before I started this, but I didn't do that. But let me see if I can. Alright, so I did have to cut the video. So it's currently 11:03 on the 10th day of December 2024. Hi, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Debbie Obirika, and today might be the day that I quit YouTube entirely. So today is officially day 10 of Vlogmas, and I did start with a lot of energy this year for Vlogmas, and I did 6 days and I stopped. Yeah, that's not why we're here. Anyway, if you're new here, hello. I've been on this YouTube journey since the year 2024. I'm really trying to hide this picture behind me, not because I want to hide it, but because it's really beautiful and it distracts me. It's a picture of my husband from our wedding. But yeah, like I said, not why we're here. So I started my YouTube journey June 2020, and I just started just after the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was something that I wanted to do my entire life. I always knew I wanted to be into content creation. That's not what it was called. Media, publicity. I looked up people like Tuke Makinwa in terms of Nigerian spaces, Stephanie Coker, and in terms of, international spaces, and what's her name? Amampor, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Oprah Winfrey, because she had a show. Like, I dreamt of things like that. I wanted to be an OAP, so much so that in high school I was in press club and I was good. I could cast news on top of my head. From when I was a kid, my mom and dad would testify to this, that I would take newspapers and sit down and, mimic icons of NTA, then Eugenia Abu, Fatima Abbas Hassan, Cyril Stoba. For me to know their names, you know that I actually was serious about it. Yeah, so YouTube was my way because I didn't find my path into communications and media until later on in my life. And when I eventually did, I was mostly writing. So yeah, I started YouTube with the intention to talk about my ailment, asthma, because then I was an asthmatic, and to also just share my life and just a place where I could talk and just communicate and create a community. For me, it wasn't about earning money. It was just about me pursuing. Which one is the correct English? Pursuing or pursuing? It no concern me. Pursuing my dreams. And so I did start to pursue my dreams. But what I didn't know is that, I mean, I knew it, but I didn't think it would catch up with me, is that the human needs are insatiable. I mean, I read economics. I'm supposed to know this, right? Life was just trying to, ridicule my intelligence, and the more I went on the journey, I realized that I wanted more. I didn't want to earn because I wanted to be rich and, buy fancy cars and buy fancy hairs and all of that. I wanted to earn because the cost of maintaining a YouTube channel is not talked about often. The data cost, the gadget cost, the time cost, the relationships you might lose because of some of your opinions out there, and all the other stuff that, comes with content creation. So over time, I started to change my mind about just doing this thing for fun and actually retracing and trying to be more consistent and seeing if I could make this thing into a money making, venture that would pay for the things that I needed, for the quality of the channel to improve, and for all the expenses I made in terms of upload costs and all of that. So I started working aggressively towards that in 2022. That's when, the Rema hit. And so as at 2022 was when shorts were just introduced, I think, to the YouTube application. If you don't know what shorts are like a 1 minute video. They're kind of like TikToks, but now TikToks are longer. So kind of like Instagram Reels of the past. That used to be just 1 minute videos. They were just Instagram videos at the time. There were no Reels when Instagram started. In fact, there were no videos when Instagram started. I'm old. Yeah, but anyway, 1 minute, or even less than that, but the max cap is 1 minute. So shorts came out and someone mentioned to me that, oh, why don't you try out these shorts? And I was like, okay. I was already doing 2 long-form videos weekly. My views were not good. I think I had about 400 subscribers. I'll be having views in the 20s, 20 views, 75 views, maybe at most, if I'm lucky, 100 to 200 views once in a pop star. I remember that in 2021, the highest view I had was 200 and something views. And in 2022, I don't think I had up to that. So I was struggling. So I said, let me try shorts. And so I started trying shorts. My subscriber count started to grow like crazy. I was consistent like a crazy person on shorts for the entire 2023. I grew from 400 or less than 400 subscribers in 2022 to 2023. What did I stop in my subscriber count? I don't remember. But I know that I hit 1K subs in 2024. But I grew up to like I think 800 or so subs in 2023. And I maintained that same energy into 2024. And luckily, I married a man that is more crazy about my content creation than I am. So I even had like more ginger because I now had someone to help me like shoot angles I couldn't shoot before, hold my hand, walk with me on bad days. Because I did have bad days. Anyway, so I even attended a YouTube creator class in December. Around this time last year, I was in a YouTube creator class. I was assigned tasks every day. I was supposed to short every day for 30 days. Like I am a consistent person. If you're my friend or we've interacted, I'm consistent. I'm not as consistent as I used to be in some areas of my life, but consistency is something I try to, make it like my modus operandi. Yeah, so I did all that. I had shorts shooting up to 100,000 views. I've never had those kind of views on my long form. I think the highest number of views I've had on my long form videos is 1,000 views. I have never experienced a thrill of 5K views or whatever. I don't know what that feels like. Maybe one day or maybe never. So I channeled all my energy into that, reduced focus on my long form videos, and started posting just once a week, sometimes once in 2 weeks, because excuse me, it wasn't easy. I was doing like 3-4 shorts a day, and I work a 9 to 5. Then I got married, and I had a business that I run as well. So it was a lot of things, but I was still consistent. But then I started to check my inventory because I'll check my, watch hours every month. So let me backtrack for those that are not creators. Watch hours, for you to earn on YouTube, you need to have certain number of subscribers and certain number of watch hours. So you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Or you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 10 million short views in 90 days. Did you hear what I said? 10 million in 90 days. I know, same thing I thought as Azal and as well. So I removed my focus from trying to get 10 million views on shorts in 90 days. But it should have rang a bell in my head that there was something off. I mean, if there was a separate one for shorts that required 10 million views, it probably meant that watch hours and short views were not the same. But somehow my brain believed that shorts contributed to watch hours. But every time I would see that I have the views on shorts, I would even see in my YouTube studio the amount of hours a short gave me. But my watch hours in the earning part of the YouTube studio was not moving. I was confused. I was so confused that I wanted to anybody that cared to listen that I think I'm going to close my YouTube channel. I spoke to my friend Gideon Sule, and then he was like, you can't do that. You don't know how your channel motivates me, how I see you growing, and I believe I can do this. And I'm like, my channel motivates you, it's about channel way me safe. No, they motivated at all. And then he was like, reach out to someone, do you know any YouTuber that you can talk to? And I was like, well, yeah, I know Alma Ngo. She's a YouTuber here. Obviously, YouTuber here on YouTube. She's someone that I watch a lot, and she's someone I've interacted with physically once and some other times for like work. And she's someone I can say that is approachable and relatable. And, so I reached out to her, sent her a DM, expressed my worries. I felt like I wasn't doing well. I didn't understand the watch hour thing. And she recommended that I do some research and just keep at it. You never know. So I was like, okay, that stuff happened ahead before, so all right. So another friend of mine, Monday, we're friends since high school. Both Gideon and Monday and I have been friends since high school. And then Monday he just randomly texts me that, Debs, you're doing well on YouTube. Oh, well done. We just talked about, the struggles we had. I think it was about August this year. And I was telling him how I'm tired, it's exhausting, all the money spent, and it feels like I'm not getting anywhere. And I think I want to quit again. And then he encouraged me not to quit. I'll see if I can find screenshots of our conversations, maybe screen recordings. Mentioned to me how, people looked up to me and all that jazz. Sorry guys, I have a bit of something's in my throat. I think it's from the meat I spiced earlier because I cooked some meat this evening because I'm prepping to travel for the holidays. And it's something that I would have probably vlogged or Vlogmas, but I wasn't feeling up to it. I haven't got my nails done in the color of the season, but these are not done anyway. I still have to go back tomorrow to finish it up. I'm the only person that does her nails in 2 days. But anyway, I digress again. So Monday encourages me and tells me to keep it up, keep at it, don't give up. So I keep at it. Some days I'm discouraged. I tell my husband, baby, maybe I'm not meant to do this thing. Because if I was meant to do this thing, I should have succeeded. And I think the saddest part for me is I see YouTubers that just started. I know a lot of people that I watched their first video and they had like 20 subscribers. I was rooting for them. I subscribed. And 2 years after, I'm going to start like 2022, they're on 10K subs. And I'm asking myself, they're not more consistent than I am. So I think, I don't even know at this point, what am I doing wrong? Why is the algorithm not favoring me? Why is my case different? Not in the sense of the winner's chapel, my case is different and so is yours. In this case, my case is actually different, but not in a good way. So anyway, I kept at it, still pushing, not understanding why my watch hours were not increasing. I could have just sent YouTube an email because I'm in a partnership program. I did take a class, but it never clicked. Until one day, another friend of mine reaches out to me that, he has a YouTube channel as well. He's watching my growth. He's encouraged my growth, blah, 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 blah. And, he sends me a screenshot of like his watch hours. I think it's like 2,000. I'm like, how are your watch hours counted? See what mine is showing me. And then he was like, wait. He realizes that most of my attention is on my shorts. And I'm like, yeah, I focus more on shorts than I do any other thing. And then he gives me the shocker of my life. He says, do you know that shorts do not count as watch hours? I say, you must be joking. Like, life must really think that I am a joke, as in AY life. Actually, AY life, because I don't find it funny. And I was like, are you serious? And then he says, yes. And I'm like, how have I never seen this? Because I feel like in the class that I took, they did mention that shorts was the new next best thing to sliced bread. I don't know if I misheard. By the way, this is the second time I filmed this video. I'll show you the first one on my other phone instead. I feel like I didn't pay attention because I was planning the wedding. Let's say I had bride-to-be brain. I thought they mentioned that shorts are the best way to get your hours up and then you can get monetized. But I guess we're talking about getting your views up so you get monetized via the 10 million view option. But then again, I film lifestyle content. How can I get 10 million views in 3 days? I'm not the first person that shows herself showering or washing dishes or serving her husband or going to the market or taking a trip. So come on. What could I have done? Even though I did do stuff, I did mad transition videos. I see 5 views. 0 views. I would even delete them so nobody even sees my shame. Because nobody watch her. And I had subscribers. At that time I had hit 1517 subscribers. And people were subscribed, but they were not watching. You have cases of people watching and not subscribing. In my case, people were subscribing, but they were not watching. So I was just like, what is going on here? Am I a joke to you people? You think I came here to brag? So that devastated me. I went into like a decline. I didn't post for a month. I kept telling my husband that maybe this is not for me. Spoke with my oldest friend and she was like, Don't think about it as an entire waste of your time. Look at it from another angle. If you hadn't done shorts, your subscriber count wouldn't have moved up. Imagine that you only focused on long form and it wasn't doing well as well till now. You would have been low on subscribers, low on watch hours. That would have been failure on two fronts. So look at it on this angle, that shorts did help you get your subscribers. Sorry, I need to be sure this mic is working, because if you're a creator, you know that you can blab for 30 minutes and the mic will not be working. So remember that we stopped at where she said, I can't lose on both fronts. Let's check, okay? So guys, we're safe. Audio is good. So yes, 14 minutes gone. I need to wrap this up. So she says, you didn't lose on both fronts. So now that you've gotten the subscribers that make you eligible for monetization, keep at it. You never know. It wasn't a waste of your time focusing on shorts. You did gain something. So be grateful for what you gained. And so I realized that I'd been, selfish. I did gain. I'm on 2,400 subscribers now. Shorts did that for me. So I did gain. But I was only looking at the other side where I didn't gain. So I picked up, created an entire calendar, got ready for Vlogmas from day 1 to day 30. Vlogmas is 25 days, but I said I would do 30 days. Go into January, do another 31 days. See how I can post a video every day at a particular time and see if I can come back to, get it done, get my watch hours, get what I think I deserve. And Vlogmas day 1, I had a crazy incident that I don't want to talk about. That threw me off. The reason I'm not going to talk about it is that I have forgiven. That as at the time I made the first video, I hadn't actually forgiven. And I did say some things that I wasn't comfortable with. But something happened to me Vlogmas day 1, and it threw me off. It reminded me of some of the struggles I've had as a YouTuber. Like I said, I'm not going to go into that. I went into like a mini depression. My mom would say don't use the word depression, but I went into a mini sad state. Slept the entire day and didn't start with Vlogmas day 1 on day 1. So I called my oldest friend in him because I couldn't speak with my husband at the time because he had a family emergency and he just felt like it would be insensitive to be talking about YouTube when there were matters of life and death at stake. So my oldest friend said to me, she said, obviously she listened to me rant, talk about the fact that this thing this person had done, the person had no idea how much this threw me off and how much I'd been struggling and how this was just such an annoying setback. After I had gingered myself, done a lot of work, edited like 8 videos in one night just to meet up for this. And I had to start from scratch. And she listened to me rant and then she said to me, you'll figure it out. Sadim cheese, you now. Like you believe in me when I believe myself. And I did figure it out. I did start Vlogmas the next day on day 2. And I edited a long stretch of videos that night after we spoke and I started. Day 1, I had 25 views. Day 2, I had 11 views. Day 3, as at the last time I checked, I had 16 views. Day 4, I had 8 views. Day 5, I think I had another 8 views. Day 6, last time I checked, I think I had about 6 views. And I was just done. And I was like, that's it. I'm struggling to get the views by posting consistently. I posted consistently at a certain time for 6 days. No video got up to 40 views. I have 2,400 subscribers. I didn't buy them. I know buy them. They came by them safe. So why am I not getting these views? And I was like, you know what? I'm done. But then I was actually done. I said my husband in passing that I think I'm done with this YouTube thing and I just passed. But I remember that for my birthday, my husband had spent an enormous amount of money to rebrand my creator kit, bought me new lights, new tripods, everything. And I thought to myself that it would not be fair to this man that keeps pushing my career to give up. So I've been tossing and turning in bed because I'm not used to not following up with my, YouTube. If I have a plan for YouTube, I always follow through. So this is, I think, 2 days of not posting and my body was just pinching me and I couldn't sleep. I'm having cramps here, that's inclusive, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to get up and film this video. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it up as Vlogmas Day 7. And whether or not it does well, I'm going to finish my Vlogmas for the year. I'm going to do 30 videos in December. How I'm going to do it, I don't know, because I have already missed a couple of days. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to push myself and finish it, because another thing struck me. You've only done 6 days and you expect magic to happen. You have to keep at it. You did 4 years to get to where you are. Why do you think that in 6 days a miracle will happen? Oh, so yes, I do know how to motivate myself. I know how to aspire to Maguire. I mean, I talk for a living. I communicate for a living. I study people and market brands for a living, so I can market to myself. However, it's not easy. I'll be honest with you. And on days like today, I really wish I could just say goodbye to 4 years and just say, you know what, it's time to do something else in my life. Focus on going back to school, focus on being a wife, focus on, you know, just living my life off camera. Because the truth is, people assume that I like to show things, that's why I'm doing YouTube, you know. But the truth is, I'm actually a very private person, but I enjoy creating. So maybe when these 30 days are over, if this consistency thing doesn't work, maybe I would still be into content creation, but maybe I will not be a face of the content. I'm not sure what it would be. I did see Adenike Adebayo take down all her YouTube videos and express her frustrations about the YouTube system. I'm not gonna do that. Adenike Adebayo is a big woman. She's what people I look up to in terms of YouTube and media. So I don't get that kind of mind. I never even collect $1. No fee do one. But yes, thank you for listening to my ramblings. And for those of you that are curious about the meat I was boiling, it's not for me. It's for my mommies, for my mom and my mother-in-law. I got them meat I want to cook and roast for them. So when they are giving me hot juice in the holidays, they can be chewing something. As a good daughter that I am. So yes, if you watched up to this point, thank you. And see you tomorrow in Vlogmas day 8, I think. Have a good night. Bye.